Well, everyone, with the new year, me and the owner of the Camellia Coffee, who I do a lot of maintenance for, have decided to redo the countertop. So we have all the stuff on the shelves over here. If you want to look over there, show over there. Got all the equipment off the counter, the refrigerator off the counter. And we were able to find the stain that was put on this in 2022 or 2023. And some of the spots where there had been a lot of movement, we were able to put stain back over, and you don't even really see where the spots are. They're mostly over here and here. I put a large amount of stain on there. And then 2 days ago, I got some polyurethane and put some polyurethane on. And now we're back. I got some 400 grit sandpaper, and I'm just going over lightly just to knock off any big hills, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I've actually never really sanded between coats before, so for me this will work by, I think it helps the layers bond together, but then also it just lets me see where I've been. I'm just going to finish with this. We had a lot of water leaking here, so these boards are very, very cracked apart. If you want to get closer views of that, like over here. So they've warped really badly, but my thought is I'm just gonna throw a whole bunch of polyurethane inside that, and then maybe put caulk over it later on. I probably should have put caulk on before, but we're just kind of winging it. It just needs to be waterproof, so if I slather it in polyurethane, that should be good enough. This is kind of a pain because of this, but oh well. Then you want to pause, and now we're unpaused. We're doing this unedited, or edited in real time, like it's a VCR. So I'm just gonna clean off most of this dust. Again, on some of my stuff that I would do, I'll just let the dust be in the particles be in there. But I find that a paintbrush, a fine bristle paintbrush, works great for cleaning it off. Now I understand you will probably not like the dust near you, so you can go down there.
Oh yeah, but I just want them to see what you're doing.
Yeah, just clean off most of the dust. Again, it's not super important. And if I wanted to, I could brush the dust into these cracks.
To fill them, right?
There was a whole bunch of like coffee beans, granules and stuff in there, and I just left it because it's, again, more filler that the filling material, the polyurethane will fill, because you need to fill those cracks. And this polyurethane I have is from like 2006, so it needs to be used up. It needs to be used up. So we're gonna pause again, and I'm gonna finish this. And so you can just unpause. And, yeah, I'll go down the whole way, and then now you can pause. I think I might be able to reuse my foam brush from 2 days ago, because it didn't seem like it actually went super hardened by it. Oh yeah. No, I already did that once. Okay, cool. So I just have one of these plastic bins with, that's what I'm using to store the stuff. And to be honest, seems liquid. It seems soft enough. But we had one of those IKEA mattress covers, and we didn't need it anymore, so we cut it up. For a couple years now, I've been using that foam to put coatings on stuff. I like using this because it's so wide and it's easy to get the surface nice and clean, but it's wider than the can. So I use this to dip on and then do that. This to dip on and then to do that. Might have to go home and get even more. So I'm going to go with quite a bit. I'm trying to make this a pretty thick coat because it's going to be used, like they're going to be using this. Customers will be leaning up against it and all that, so I'm actually trying to make this kind of like a, well, it's a countertop. Yeah. And I also kind of want to use up this polyurethane. Again, we have a whole bunch of these thick cracks here, and it's just kind of hard to work around. And unfortunately, I can't see if I missed a spot, so let me know if I did, Ty.
So far, it looks good.
Okay. I have a pretty good attention to detail. Yeah, it's a little bit too far. That's a shame. You want to hand me the one behind you? I guess it did get too hard. Yeah.
Well, at least you have a second.
Yeah. Might mean that we can't do a third coat, but we'll see how this one goes.
Well, I like to think that sanding in between coats means you might need less coats.
Yeah. Could you also hand me, since we're in the coffee shop, one of the white lids to a coffee cup? I've been using that.
There we go.
Thank you so much. Come with almost no preparation. Figure it out while I'm here. I may have actually made this thick enough to where if I just kind of make it really, really thick, this might be enough of a coat. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any of the reflections of it because the light's not over here.
Looks decent.
I'm kind of doing a thing where I'm starting out on the same angle that abides by this corner, and then I'm going straight. Kind of doing a side, then straight, side, then straight. That's just something I've noticed can help. I'm really putting a lot on because I'm hoping that it can kind of go down into the cracks.
Yeah, you can see it better from this side.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
True. going too fast. I'm actually overlapping quite a bit. I'm using quite a bit of it. Reach down for a little further. I almost feel like at this point, since I'm trying to do such a thick coating, I should almost like spray it on. But that's pretty thick. I like that.
It is.
I actually might only need this coat. Yeah, you know what? I think this coat's enough. I just need to get in this spot right here. Here. Yeah, I think this will just be the last. That'll be the last coat, just two, because it already has some on it.
Yeah, I was gonna
If
say
I
you're
just
not,
make it super wet.
like you're not starting from nothing.
Yeah, I'm just recoating it. And when I put the stain on, I just put it on the cube with this and just ground it right in. I didn't even wipe it off. I just kept spreading it, kind of spread it from one side, kept putting on a little more when I needed, and spread until it went out and stopped. Now that takes a little bit of control, because you need to know, like, don't add any more, because then you have too much for the end. But I've done this kind of stuff enough. It's not too hard.
Is that brush the same width as the other one, or is this slightly smaller?
Same, two of the same brushes.
Okay.
I had Matt pick up two.
Because I was wondering if it was smaller, could it go in the can, but it can't. It can't go in the can.
Nope. I'm actually gonna bring this over here. Actually, it's right there. And I guess I can just kind of. Oh, here's a claw. My sponge that I originally used to clean this. Whatever. Now I'm getting mad.
Is that your last cube?
Last one here, yeah.
I can run and go get you some.
Oh, it doesn't matter that I dropped it, to be honest. It's
Okay.
fine. And let me know if I still have a few more rows to do. Because you can see the reflection.
Mm-hmm. I can see it better looking at it over the camera.
Okay, so
It looks good. Yeah, you're going over it really well.
I'm pretty well soaked. I think if I were, well, like over there, I did take the polyurethane and just like grind it into there, but it just went all through because it's multi-layer.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of surface area. But one trick I've been able to do is I put it on there, I slathered it on there once. It's kind of dry in place, so then whenever I put a bunch more on, it won't end up going into all the cracks. Man, this is actually working out really well.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
Do you want to go around and see from that side?
Yeah, I do. I just didn't want to be in your way.
No.
Because I know you're going to have to go back and forth.
No, we're just going one direction.
No, I mean like you have to hop from behind the counter.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, how about I just start?
I don't get to be back here too often.
No, you don't. I get to be back there.
Yeah.
It's like every Tuesday for me.
I've just been back here a handful of times.
It's kind of joke that I don't work here, but I basically do.
You work here.
I just don't work in the same capacity as a barista or whatever.
No.
And again, I guess if I'm doing all the sewer and appliances and I refinish the countertop, it's pretty much work here. I think it's probably best that I only do 2 coats as well, because even this morning it was just kind of, it was tacky. It was not tacky enough to where you couldn't touch it, but once we put equipment on it, I think the equipment would leave marks. So, because this has to oxidize.
Mm-hmm.
It reacts with the oxygen in the air. Well, coffee shop has another 3 days to open and to reopen. They wanted 3 days off and then 3 days to do maintenance. Well, I decided to do this on the 3 days they wanted off. So by the time they do maintenance, cleaning the equipment, painting the walls, this will just be done. So we don't have to worry about it. I should have a few days to cure, because they wanted to give it 24 hours to cure, and it's like, it's winter. I don't think this is going to cure it that fast.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time to cure. It'll be dry to the touch, but if you're having stuff scrape across it, I think you need more like 3 days, 3-4 days. It's funny, this hand control is really all you need for painting, that and patience. But being able to have consistent lines is pretty important. It's a little bit dry here. Bait, come back over. I think I'll put some more on. Now also note that I'm going in the same direction as the wood. So any lines, I don't really even notice it. It'll look like it's part of the effect. Do you want to come over here and tell me what you think about that?
Yeah, let's see.
I think I should go even more.
Yeah, that should do it once you spread that out. I think it'll match what you've got going on the other end.
I almost went like an epoxy coating. Now granted, maybe he just wanted a light coating, but he wanted it to last a couple of years, so
Well,
chances it's gonna last a couple of years. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, yeah, light coating wouldn't maybe last as long as he would like.
He thought we would have to sand the whole thing, and I was like, we could just throw on some stain and then throw on some polyurethane, that should be fine. Because they already had, and what? It's also so uneven. No sense in removing the polyurethane that's already there, because it's well attached.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's peeling off. What's your thoughts on that? A little streaky.
It looks consistent to me. Yeah. Because part of it is also, maybe might be tricking you, is the grain of the wood.
Yeah.
But I say it looks fairly consistent with the rest, and that's what's important.
Now this part, this is like the main work area.
Yes.
This is gonna get drowned in poly.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Pause it, get to sneeze. But it's perfectly fine to sneeze.
Just do a little one. If I feel a sneezing attack coming up, I'm absolutely not going to subject everybody to that.
Yeah, just don't hurt yourself trying to not sneeze.
I do enjoy the smell of polyurethane, but it does make me sneeze after a while, somehow. Or it could be the dust from the, right, from sanding it.
I wonder if it's just urethane once it's done.
Ah,
Like, does polyurethane, does it turn into urethane?
no idea.
And this is where everybody picks up their drinks and their food, because they've been branching out into food, pizzas and stuff. So, again, and it's kind of important.
And yeah, push up the brush up that way too. Like up here.
Does it need more over there, or?
It just needs to spread it out with the foam brush, because you'll see you have like a.
Am I leaving out any rows from where I started? I didn't want to be one off.
No, it looks like you're getting them all. Near as I can tell.
Yeah, this area I'm just gonna absolutely drown it in polyurethane.
Yeah, it looks decent.
That does look decent, especially because it worked since comparison to it wearing down.
Exactly.
My eyes are burning or something.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, you're up close with this stuff.
Yeah. Pause it. Sometimes it's also good to stagger your strokes so they look like the wood. Thought about that too. I'm not doing that though. I don't really care. I kind of am. Okay.
I know, I'm really starting to.
I'm laying it on thick too, so. It's funny because I can watch the sponge go
Yeah.
from being yellow. Oh, to being depleted.
I guess it just got on your glove.
Yeah, and it fell down.
Oh.
I was losing a bunch. It wipes up fairly easily, as long as it's not dried. I also wanted to finish this before we do all the painting, because I didn't want this to be around while we're maybe sanding drywall or something. This is just going to attract so much junk. It just wouldn't work in that schedule. Pause it again. Everything in those cracks.
You just run more polyurethane in the cracks?
Yeah. Just to see. I can always caulk it later on. The caulk seems to stick to this pretty well, so. I just didn't know if this would stick to the caulk. So I decided to at least put this on first. What's nice is none of this area really matters because equipment's on it.
Yep.
Just has to be waterproof. The finish doesn't have to be perfect. So that's kind of cool.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. I'm kind of painting blind. So.
Yeah. Kind of walk around looking at it.
It's good in all those spots that matter, so that's
Mm-hmm.
good. It's gonna suck when I have to deal with those cables.
Ah. I can hold them for you.
For 48 hours?
No. Right. Hmm.
I'm just kind of going around because this part just has plants behind the machine, so it's not like it's super important. So I'm just not going to go crazy over here. Now it's almost starting to smell like soy sauce or something.
Yeah, kind of.
It has like a cooking oil smell to it.
That's what it is. It smells like cooking oil. We hold them up?
Yeah. You want to pause it? You can just pause it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it. I know. I was taking a quick look with my eyeballs. Let's see. And yeah, that's good. It's looking good.
Used a half can.
Good. Very good.
Well, this is the last little bit. See, this is that personal discipline you have to have not to get any more.
Mm-hmm.
That works.
Yeah.
I use up the remainder on the wall. Perimeter. I'm gonna walk over and do the outro. So stand close to the table. And that's pretty much it. That's how we refinish the countertop at Camellia Coffee House in Lansdowne, Pennsylvania. I'm just going to go around the outside, do a little bit here. Kind of a pain because of the equipment, but and done. Hope you guys enjoy this video and hope it inspires you to do something similar. And thank you very much for watching. See ya.